Has anyone here seen How Stella Get a Groove Back? If you've seen it, or if you read the book, then you know it's about someone older who been through some shit, probably been basically to themselves, not dating anybody, and they needed to meet somebody younger with a little bit more free spirit and more youth and a lot more, how can I put this, spontaneous energy, a little wild, a little for the streets. Somebody young and just wild and crazy, right? Young, dumb, and full of calm. So, you know what it is when you get into an older point in your life, or when you're at a part in your life where you're just not doing anything exciting, or you've been to yourself for a while, just closed off, isolating, hibernating, all that good shit. And it just takes that one young nigga, that one YN, that just sets everything off. Oh yeah, we talking about some YNs today. Either you are a YN, or you've had a YN, or maybe you just avoided them because you're scared of them. I'm here to let you know I've had some too. Let's talk about it. Linkinwitrobby. So dude hit me in my DM, right? And I'm just like, all you niggas freak out, and that's just all it is. First off, girl, fuck him. And you are now listening to Linkinwitrobby. What's up? Welcome back, everybody. It is Robbie Curtis here on the Linkinwitrobby podcast, and I am here, and I'm queer. Just ready to talk about some shit. It's a typical episode. It's episode 27. We're almost to the 30 range, y'all. We making it. When we get to 50, I might even pop some champagne, bitch, because most people don't make it to 10 episodes, and here I am, almost 30 episodes deep, and I'm not even counting the bonus episodes I did on the Diddy coverage. Check those out if you want. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry, I skipped all the pleasantries, and I just skipped right to just popping my shit. But how's everyone doing? I know we're approaching October. It's almost spooky season. I hope y'all ready. Got y'all Halloween outfits. Who gonna be a slut this year? I normally always try to be a slut. I'm so sorry. Usually when Halloween comes, I just find it as a time when I can finally be slutty. But being that I've been so confident in my body and so comfortable in my sexuality, that wouldn't even be that polarizing. That won't even be something to make anyone's mouth or jaw drop. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to be anything that's going to break the internet. So I'm trying to approach Halloween a little different this year. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to appear as. But I'm thinking. I know growing up, Halloween was one of my favorite holidays because I wanted to dress up. I love scary movies. I love superheroes, comic books. I like some anime, cartoons, movies, music, pop culture. Everything that you can think of that would be relevant on a holiday when you can dress up. And I've been so many different things. I remember one year I was Huey from Boondocks. I was Magic Mike. One point I was, what was I? I guess I was like a zombie or dead football player. I don't know what I was. I think I was just wanted to wear a jockstrap. But needless to say, we've all dressed up, and I really want to dress up again. Like, it is the most fun thing. But the thing about Halloween is expensive as fuck. Like, it's not even so simple anymore that you just go out and just get a costume. You got to go order this online. You got to order that online. It got to fit right. It got to look right. You got to make sure you got the right fabric. It's so much that goes into this. And it's not like I'm going to Comic-Con. I don't know why I have to, like, go so hard. So that's why I've sat out the last few years, because I'm just like, what am I getting dressed up for? Where am I going? And I'm not doing all that. But this year I do want to do it. I do want to dress up. Not only that, I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. I want to go explore that and have some fun there because it's been a few years since I've been to Halloween Horror Nights, and I love Halloween Horror Nights. As scary as I am, I like being scared, and I like being with people that are more afraid of me. The best thing about going to like haunted houses or like any Halloween type of events or program they got going on is going with somebody that is way more terrified than you are. I promise you. If you are afraid of going to something like that, like you scared to go to a haunted house, bring somebody who is more liable to be afraid than you are. I promise you, you're going to enjoy yourself because you're going to be laughing at their hysteria so much that it's going to bring down your fear. I went with one of my exes one time. He was way more terrified than I was. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever done because he was jumping and freaking out and hollering at stuff that I wasn't even scared of. So it made it way more relaxing because you had to worry about somebody over having a meltdown every 5 seconds. And it was hilarious. Like, that was one of my best memories with that nigga. It was so much fun. And I love experiencing that with people that have never been before. I've been twice or 3 times. One, two, three. I think I've been twice. And each time I went, I've had so much fun. And I definitely got to go this year. If I don't go to Halloween Horror Nights, I want to go to Hollow Scream. So I'm either going to one or the other. So Hollow Scream is at Busch Gardens and Halloween Horror Nights is at Universal. 2 different cities. One's in Orlando, one's in Tampa. I'm either going to either or. Same time of the year. So I'm picking and choosing whichever one makes the best date or the best price or whatever me and old boy want to do. You know what I mean? Speaking of old boy. So I got a little special somebody. It's getting serious, but not serious enough for me to announce anything. Not serious enough for us to be official. Not serious enough for us to have a title yet. I'm very hesitant with jumping in relationships. I just don't want to be like the rest of these niggas that jump in from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship and never heal. So I'm very, very, very concentrated on like trying to heal and making sure I'm good enough or mentally at a place that's stable enough to be jumping into something else with somebody else. Because you have to remember, when you jump into a relationship, you are not only bringing your baggage, but they may have their own baggage that you have to be prepared for. And if you are not mentally prepared for someone else's load because you're still carrying your own, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. It really ain't. Y'all gonna bring each other down. And that's something I've had to learn through my past. I've reflected on that. I've grown from that. I played around. I've dabbled with different people, and I know my next relationship gonna be my best relationship. And now I don't know if it's gonna be this special somebody. I'm hoping it is. We spent the weekend. Let me stop saying the weekend. We spent Friday night together, and baby, it was better than the last. Like, okay, so last time I was telling y'all about the weekend, it was nice. I was telling you how it was good. How you've been wanting to have somebody for so long, you're craving intimacy, and you finally get in all that good stuff. I finally got that with this person. And then Friday night was even 1,000 times more intense than I could ever imagine. Like, the best thing, bro, I was saying this earlier. The best thing about being versatile is being able to find somebody who's also versatile or willing to be versatile in the bedroom with you. And you guys have that chemistry, y'all have that bond, y'all have that passion to where when y'all start having sex, y'all just flip-flopping. Nobody's nutted yet. Nobody's got an orgasm. Nobody's reached any peak, any climax, none of that shit. Y'all are just flip-flopping. So when we was doing our thing, he kept saying we weren't going to have sex this weekend. We weren't going to have sex this weekend. Bullshit. I was already prepared. I already knew what the time it was. I'm not stupid. I ain't going to fall for that game. That's like a nigga saying, let me put the head in. That's all I'm going to do. We're not in junior high school no more. Junior high no more. Like, we're not jits. So you can't run that type of game on me. I already know what time it is. I already know what's up. So I'm prepared, right? So we giving each other a massage. I give him a massage first. He thinking I'm going to make the move, but I was showing him I got discipline. I can handle massaging you, feeling on your ass, your body and everything like that, oiling you up and not do anything else. I can control that. Man, when it came down to me getting my massage, I feel like we was 5 to 10 minutes in before we was fucking. And it was so good. And then it went from him topping me to me topping him, then him topping me to me topping him, and just back and forth, nut after nut after nut. It was amazing. Went to sleep cuddling and holding each other, and right now that's what I need right now. Something simple, basic. We don't have to do a lot. It don't gotta be something extreme, and it gotta be the freakiest shit. Like, he already knows what it is. He knows how I get down. He knows I'm nasty. He been waiting to get a hold of who that person is. And I've been telling him I'm not showing him that side. I'm showing him my lovable side. I'm showing him my softer side. So, like I said, I got boyfriend dick. So when I'm for the fuck you, I'm for to make love to you. But, baby, we was on some verbal shit, saying some stuff that I ain't even trying to take it back because I meant it. You know what I mean? If I say it, I meant it. And I said some stuff. He said some stuff. And I'm pretty sure he meant it. So, yeah. Your boy might be cuffed up by Christmas time. Definitely gonna be taking some Valentine's Day pics. You can already get ready. I can see the photo shoots already in my head. He real extra, so he already planning out outfits and shit like that. I'm not on that level. But yeah, I love the chemistry we got and what we got going on. And he already talking about he want his own episode. Chill out. You get your episode one day, not right now. We ain't even finished building foundation yet. I ain't got nothing to talk about too much. So we ain't gonna touch on all that yet. But he is a special somebody, and if he's listening, I don't know if he is, because he say he don't listen, but I have a strong feeling he lurks and maybe skims through my episode to see what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised, because he's the lurking type. Like, he's the type that be like, I don't be paying you no attention. I don't be seeing what you posting. I don't be seeing all that stuff. But he be locked in. He be tuned in. He be seeing what post I post. He just ain't going to respond or react to it because he don't want people to know. But he be paying attention. It is what it is. Shit. Fuck around. I'm going to post another picture of us again and have the game freaked out. Last time I posted a video of us, this might give away something. I posted a clip of us back on New Year's Eve last year, right? Had the game on a chokehold. Like, I didn't realize he knew that many people, or that many people knew of him, because they were reacting to me. It was a quick little boomerang of me and him kissing, real quick. Cute, nothing crazy. His face was seen. Yeah, I ain't block it out. I kept it real. And I got like 1,000 views on it. Never got that many views on a post, this random post like that. And he said he got so many phone calls and messages and DMs, and it just went downhill from there. So I'm not gonna post him right now, because I don't need everybody jumping and leaping for joy thinking they done figured out something. Y'all will know when we serious. Y'all will know when we together officially. And trust me, ain't no secrets going on over here. We tell each other everything. So don't think y'all running game. Don't think y'all running down on either one of us. Don't think y'all finna just, ooh, let me hop in a DM and do this and do that, and ooh, I'm gonna tell them about this and I'm gonna tell him about that. Good luck. We already know the game plan. We done already talked about it. We on the same page. All that ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You on your own on that one, baby. And that's on everything I love. On everything. But outside of that, what else been going on? What else has been going on? You know how I told y'all I was gonna be working a 4x10. So I worked that 4x10, ended up getting my nice little 3-day weekend. Best 3-day weekend of my life, because it wasn't like because I kept remembering to myself the whole time, like, Robbie, this gonna be your schedule every week. You gonna always have a 3-day weekend. Like, I was sitting up on Friday, like, what do? I normally be working today. I didn't have to call off. So you mean to tell me I can get my hair cut? I can go buy some groceries or whatever. I can go re-up on some wine. I can do whatever. I don't got to be at work. I can take a nap. Bitch, I took a midday nap. It felt so good to be able to take a midday nap on Friday and not feel like a bum because I got my 40 hours already. Man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, because I did not see it coming with my own eyes. Baby, I be rapping. I be spitting. These are bars. Okay? The fucking bars. Nikki need to sign me. Fuck you talking about? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Did y'all see the story? Y'all might have seen the story. I don't know. What day was this posted? This was posted 3 days ago. Okay, so let me go ahead and read this to you. The headline says, Cruising Crackdown in Penn Station Bathroom Puts at least 20 Men in ICE Custody. Now, let me go ahead and state my sources. I got this from the Gay Neighbors Instagram blog. They keep up with a lot of gay bullshit that be going on, and sometimes it be just a bunch of fight videos, but sometimes it be like situations like this where I'm just like, say what now? What happened? Cruising spot, Penn Station, ICE, a lot of things to look into. So let me go ahead and read it. Let me read it to you. Okay. So according to Gothamist, I got put on my reporter voice. Don't worry, y'all. I still got it. Nearly 200 people were arrested or detained since the start of June for alleged public lewdness or indecent exposure in the station's men's bathroom. Near its entrance at 8th Avenue and 31st Street, Amtrak Deputy Police Chief Martin Conway confirmed to Gothamist. NYPD data shows only 12 people were arrested for public lewdness in and around Penn Station during the first 5 months of the year. But the data from Amtrak shows arrests for the violation skyrocketed since then. So what that tell me is that happened, and then y'all just kept coming back to this same spot, even though it was a hot spot. Y'all was just gonna keep coming there and keep cruising. Y'all ain't give a damn. The dick meant that much to y'all. Y'all really want to get that nut that bad. Okay, let me continue. Like I just said, the bathroom is a hot spot on cruising apps like Sniffies, which men use to arrange public sexual encounters. The Amtrak Public Department has deployed undercover cops into the bathroom to catch people seeking illicit meetups. According to the public officer who took part in the crackdown and asked not to be named because he was not authorized to talk about the operation. But he did say the enforcement caught nearly 24 men with ICE detainers, which flagged people to be taken into custody for deportation proceedings. Now listen, Linda. Wait a minute. Not only you cruising in a public spot that's already hot, right? And y'all know it's hot because people have been arrested there before. Got it. You mean to tell me you gonna take your ass out there knowing the situation going on in this country when it comes to immigrants and illegal citizens and illegal immigrants and foreigners, and y'all know ICE is waiting at every Family Dollar and every 7-Eleven and every Wawa to arrest someone? Why would you even play like that? In the Penn Station? And now the ICE now you getting deported, and if you don't get deported, you being put on the sex registry list. See, it comes to a point. Because I'm all pro cruising. I'm all down for it. But it comes a time and a place. You just gotta be smarter. If you know damn well this is a hot spot and you know you illegal, you ain't got no business even on the street, period, cruising. You supposed to be hiding, not cruising. Go in the house and snooze. You shouldn't be cruising nowhere. Cruising is too close to you getting deported. What is wrong with you? You keep cruising, they're going to put you on a cruise and send you on your way. Are you stupid? Y'all can't be that horny. And that's why I know it's the drugs sometimes, because only the drugs will make you guys think that is okay. Because I've done my share of cruising, and I'm pretty sure I could have gotten locked up my damn self. I wasn't at no Penn Station, and I am a legal citizen. If I was not a legal citizen, I wouldn't do any illegal activity. I wouldn't even cruise at my own home because I would be so afraid that ICE is going to come get me. Do y'all not think this is serious? Do y'all not take ICE serious? Like, y'all think this is just what they was playing a prank on people? I've seen ICE trucks myself at stoplights. They are out and about. They are roaming the malls. They are roaming the airports. Trust me, they are at the Penn Station too. They are everywhere. Bus station, train station, subways, schools, libraries, Walmarts. Bitch, they probably standing outside of Disney. What is wrong with you to think that you should take your ass out there where you know you can be arrested. Now you're going to get some hanky panky. Not only you may get arrested for doing said hanky panky, you know there's a risk that you getting deported. Now they done took 24 people, and now they sitting in somewhere in a deportation office or somewhere sitting there looking crazy and scared and terrified because they're about to be sent on their way. And not only are they about to be sent on their way, they probably just jeopardize their own family as well. It's just too much. It's too much. It just comes to a point because I'm all down for getting your nut. I'm all down for sex. Woo, woo, woo. Have fun. Freak elite, freak elite. But y'all really got to be smarter. Y'all just have to be. Like, go to a bathhouse, baby. You don't need to be a citizen to go to the bathhouse. Like, my God, today. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I'm not even judging people for the cruising aspect. I'm just, it comes to a point. Like, you guys gotta be smart. You just can't be setting yourself up for that. Like, I feel like y'all might as well just walk into the ICE office and say, hey, take me now. And you might as well have done it with your hands down. Like, that's what y'all did. Like, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. And it's the fact that it was a hot spot. This is a known hot spot. Like, that's always something that got me. When it's a spot that's a cruising spot that everybody know about, if you all know about it, the police know about it. How many cases do we got to hear about an undercover police officer being at a cruising spot, walking up on somebody and arresting them because they think it's time to get fucked? And y'all not thinking about this. Like, again, game plan. Think about it. Plot this out. Sit down. Figure it out before you go there. If you know you got a legal situation going on, your documents ain't right, your visa ain't right, just stay your ass home. Just stay home. Just stay home. Send somebody else to go do it. Stay home. Call somebody. You can go on the Sniffies app and tell somebody to come over to your house. That's safer than what you're doing. I'm sorry, you don't get the luxury to go roam around a cruise. You just don't, because you're asking for too much. You're asking for too much trouble, and now you tied the fuck up, literally. Like, and your people may not even see you no more. Oh my God, I really don't even think about the ICE situation, because fuck ICE at this point. And I'm a legal citizen. I'm born, raised here. I'm not from nowhere else, and none of my peoples is. But still, don't make it easy for them. Yeah, you just gave them an easy layup. Like, my God, y'all didn't even try not to get arrested. You clearly was trying to. It was a known hotspot. It said that. Did you not know it was a known hotspot? Again, the drugs. It gotta be the drugs. That is the only explanation. Is the drugs. I don't know. Because you can't be in your right mind to think, oh, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna suck some dick, I'm gonna go do a circle jerk, I'm gonna go, I don't know, pretend I'm a glory hole and let everybody fuck me in my mouth. I don't know. You can't think you're gonna do that at the Penn Station and 20 of you guys ain't even legal. What the fuck is going on? Because not only one person was illegal out there. You mean to tell me 20 people was sitting out there illegally out there doing that? And y'all know y'all not documented right? Like, they're going to come get y'all. My gosh. I just don't understand how y'all allow yourselves to be put in that situation. I feel like y'all set yourself up in a trap. And I want to have sympathy, but sometimes it comes to a point where you just got to use your critical thinking skills. Even if you don't have many of them, put the two you got together and try to come up with something. Come up with a better idea. There had to be another way y'all could have cruised, or another way y'all could have got y'all rocks off without getting deported. Like, it's getting bad. Like I said, them people is going to in elementary schools getting kids and taking them to jail, taking them to ICE or whatever like that. They're running into malls, running to the bathrooms, catching people like that. They're going to construction sites. They're doing it all. No, you're not safe. You're not safe. And they're probably on Sniffies too. They're probably on Jacked, Grinder. They're probably on all that looking for you guys. Ugh. This country is going to hell. I know they said, what the fuck it was? The rapture was last week. It might have was, because Earth is hell. Earth is literally hell. And everything that's going on here, only explanation I could think of is we're not on Earth. We're on hell. And that's what the fuck is going on. Literally. Truly. So, as y'all may know, Cardi B dropped her album, right? And it was this whole ordeal because, it's the whole Cardi B fans, Barty Gang versus Barbs. And, I'm a Barb and all this other shit. And it's been this whole commotion. JT got involved. It was just a lot of shit going on last week, right? And one, very popular Barb, content creator, friend of JT, Ray Monte, got into a whole straight up fisticuffs with some dude named Kelly. I don't know if his real name is Kelly, but it says Kelly Price or Kelly No Price or something like that. Kelly without a price. I don't know. Cheap Price. I don't know what his name is. Whatever. Needless to say, him and Ray Monte got back into it. Just going back and forth on Twitter. Somehow, I guess they both was in Dallas and they linked up. It was video footage of Ray Monte was putting belt to ass, just dogging him, just boop, 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 sitting on top of him, just banging him. And it did bring up the conversation because it does come to a point. I'm going to say that a lot this episode. We too old for this. I'm all down for the Stan Twitter. I'm all down for Stan Wars. Mind you, I've been on Twitter since 2009. So I've been here from the beginning of Stan Twitter. You feel me? I've been here from the beginning when Nicki first made a Twitter. I've been here when everybody first jumped on there and everybody was trying to have a Stan group. Everybody was trying to have, you had the Army, you had the Rihanna Navy, you had the Hive, Beehive, you had the Monsters, Lady Gaga, you had, the Barbs with Nicki. Everybody was on there popping their shit. And it was cool when we was younger. I'm older now. I'm not going to be on there tussling with y'all. I may say something every now and then if the topic on the timeline, I'll address the conversation, give my input, my opinion and whatever like that, give a few clapbacks, throw some shade, real simple like that. I ain't getting in no field with none of you hoes. It ain't that serious. I'm too fucking old for that. Too fucking old. When I realized, as legit, I was out there scrapping for some dumbass reasons. Niggas don't even fight no more. They shoot, they mace, they jump, they stab, all that good stuff. I ain't trying to get out in the field with y'all no more. Y'all don't even fight fair. So I ain't trying to get in the field with y'all no more. And on top of that, I'm too old. At the big age of 33, what I look like sitting my big grown ass out there fighting somebody at a playground like I'm in middle school still. That don't make sense. That does not make sense. And I would be embarrassed if I was sitting there doing that. Now, if a bitch put their hands on me or if a bitch get too close to make me feel like they finna put their hands on me, yeah, I'm gonna rock your shit. But to go meet up to fight over some shit because you said something about Nicki, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I ain't gonna fight you about no Cardi either. Fuck that hoe. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting in the field over no other bitch. I'm not doing that. Even in bitches in my own real life, I'm not getting in the field for no bitch and they bullshit. Not doing that. That's not how I carry myself. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to excel. And I can't do that if I'm still out here rolling around in the mud with you pigs. Can't do that. I'm too big for that. I'm too big for that. I'm too grown for that. I've learned too much. I've been through too much. I've matured too much to be doing that. Now, I might give you a good 1-2 clap back. I may say something slick to you, Now, if it take it there from no reason at all because I gave an opinion, again, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to duck no smoke. I'm going to defend myself. But I ain't looking to meet up with nobody, especially not to go run out there in no field and get my ass beat. And now I got to come back to Twitter talking some, oh, well, he was just trying to wrestle. I was trying to throw hands and he was trying to wrestle. I couldn't do all that, but I bet if we just threw hands, I would win. I'm not doing all that. I'm not finna get on Twitter explaining what happened. I'm not finna get on Twitter explaining why I got beat up. We're not doing all that. I'm just not doing it. I'm not putting myself in that predicament. It's just not that serious. If I got to defend myself, if I got to throw some hands, I will. But if I don't have to, I'm not running to do that. And I'm about to become a fat ass bitch because honestly, I'm about to just start having y'all bitches arrested because a lot of you hoes got CPNs, a lot of you hoes be boosting, a lot of you hoes on probation, a lot of you hoes got a lot of records and a lot of issues that y'all shouldn't even be out in the field trying to fight. Y'all need to be in the unemployment office, welfare office, I don't know, the DMV, county or clerks. It's some places y'all need to be at. It don't need to be in a field fighting unless you out there fighting with some type of, I don't know, labor. Like if you picking up trash or some shit like that, maybe you should fight with labor or with Indeed. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be fighting with at this age. Nothing else. I'm not wasting my time, my energy on a hoe that I don't know. I love Nikki, but the days of fighting over her is over. Everybody already know. Anybody that's close to me or know me enough to know I ride for Nikki. Point blank and a period. I ride for Nicki Minaj. I'm a barb as fuck. But I'm not going to be sitting out here looking crazy, fighting and arguing all day about a grown-ass woman who's doing just fine. She's doing just fine. She doesn't need my help. She does not need my help. She never needed it. Only thing she needs me to do is support her, and I do it. So I support her in the ways I'm supposed to support. All the other shit is for the birds. It's gone. It's here today and gone tomorrow. So I refuse to partake in that. But it did bring up the conversation of, at what point do we stop? As grown men, at what point do we stop tussling and wrestling over bullshit? And that goes for anything, because I see a new post every week from the Bulldogs Club in Atlanta when the gays are tussling and wrestling and fighting and trying to get on Now That's TV and Zeus. That's a young man's game. Save all that wild behavior for the YNs. No. Save it for the YNs. Those are the ones who's supposed to be out there on the battlefield. Not us OGs, not us unks, not us big bros. And for the other girls, not us aunties. We supposed to be home, resting our ankles, resting our knees, cleaning the kitchen on Sunday, cooking, all the good stuff. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We ain't supposed to be out there with you young folks tussling and wrestling and trying to prove ourselves still strong. Fuck all that. If you want to do all that, go in the ring, go train with Clarissa and them and Jake Paul and them, and go beat the fuck out of somebody in the ring. Go do that. Put it to some good use. That's what I would be doing. Because what I'm about to start doing is start working on some target practice, bitch. I'm not finna be out here tussling with you motherfuckers. I'm going to give you a warning shot. And you better take it for that before I hit you in your kneecaps. And that's just going to be it. I'll make your ass buckle. I ain't finna be sitting up there trying to wrestle and throw hands with your ass. I'm finna make your ass buckle. Fold, bitch. That's what I'm going to make you do. Topple over. I ain't going to kill you. Bitch, you may not walk anymore. You may miss the days when you was able to move your legs. That may be what changed, but I ain't trying to off nobody. Nah, that's not me. But I ain't no killer, so don't push me. Speaking of YNs, so to get on to the main topic today, I'm trying to leave y'all with a cliffhanger because I do see I've been doing that lately, and I do apologize. That's me. That's on my bad. Sometimes I just stop talking and just cut myself off like, okay, Robbie, you said enough. But I'm going to make sure I give y'all closure. I got a lot to tell y'all. So let me just go start by saying I had never been keen to really messing with the younger crowd too much. It wasn't until after Shaquille, right, where I was single for a few years and really just going through some personal stuff where I was just trying to figure some things out and really, I guess you could say, play around in the field and just testing waters. And I basically told a little bit of the story already, but I'm going to go a little bit further, right? I was living east side, right? Had me an apartment or whatever. I had an upstairs door neighbor who hit me up on Jack'd. We linked. It ended up being good as fuck. He came back the same night again. And after that, I found out he had a boyfriend. But what ended up happening was that every time he would message me, every time I would message him, he'd be like, I want some. He would come over and get some. I'd be like, I want some. He'd be knocking at my door in 30 minutes to an hour. Every single time. And he was a young nigga. He was like 21 at the time. I think I was like, he had maybe just turned 21 too. And I was maybe like 26, 27. So as I have stated before previously, right? I think it was on my first episode actually. I named him Pizza Man on my phone because I don't know if you know or not, but City Girls had a song where they was like, I got him saved on a pizza man because every time I need the dick, he deliver it. And that was just our little keyword. Now, the thing is, like I said, he was just turning 21. He was young. He was wild. He didn't have a car at the time. He was driving his boyfriend's car. Yeah, he had a boyfriend, like I said. And he was a young, light-skinned, pretty, fine-ass nigga. I'll tell him this today. He already know what it is. Fine-ass nigga, right? And he was fun. He was wild. He wanted to hang out. He wanted to drive. I used to let him drive my car. I would ride with him because he wasn't for the drive without me. But he'd be like, oh, let me drive your car to go to the bank. Let me drive your car to go to the store. Let me drive your car to go to here, whatever. He introduced me to a few plugs, put me on to some people. And it was fun. Like, it was the boost of confidence I needed to know that I still had some, I don't know, desire to myself. I didn't feel super attractive at that time. I wasn't feeling my best at that time. I was feeling very low, very insecure, not feeling desirable. And it was just a lot of personal things I was going through and a lot of demons I was fighting. And meeting that nigga who was willing to just be like, man, fuck all that shit. I love rocking with you. You cool. I'm coming to chill in your apartment. It'll be a lot of times when he would just be like, what you doing? I'm coming over. And he would just come over and we would just chill and just kick it. And like I said, he taught me how to smoke. Like, he told me how to roll up, all the good stuff. And from there, he was like my weed buddy. My weed buddy, my fuck buddy, my homeboy, my YN, my young nigga. And we was kicking it, baby. We was kicking it. Having a good fucking time. He was wild as fuck, crazy, stayed in trouble, always getting into it with his dude. So whenever him and his dude was getting into it, he knocking at my door like, man, he tripping about something. He'll come over, he'll be, venting to me, crying to me about certain stuff. And I would hear him out and I would listen and I would be there for him. It got so down bad, I got a nigga a job at my job. Now, mind you, he didn't get to work in the same, LOB I was working in. So he wasn't working in the same line of business. He was working in a separate one. But regardless, we were still in the same building. I helped to get him the job. He had one interview, I think he did bad, and I got him another interview. And he made it through. And he had a job. So what sometimes I would do is I would get off at 4:30, he'd get off at 6:30. So I would get off, I would go home, or I would go chill with my homeboys or something like that. Then I would come back and pick him up from work and bring him back to my apartment. And you already knew if I picked him up from work, we already knew what the game plan was when I got back home. We was going to get back to my apartment and we was going to get that shit cracking. He used to try to invite me over to his apartment. I never felt comfortable going over there because I didn't want to be in another man's place. You feel me? Like, you got to do, I don't know what shit y'all got going on. I'm trying to stay out of that. I've never been a side piece before, you feel me? So I was feeling very fresh and new to this shit. So I'm not gonna overdo it. You feel me? I'm not gonna go over and beyond trying to, what's the words? I'm not gonna put myself in a predicament where something could get us caught up. You feel me? So I was always careful with that. There'd be times where I'll be parking in the garage and his boyfriend will park in the garage and he'll give me a look. Like, I could tell he was like, I feel like this nigga been fucking with my nigga. I don't know what it was about it, but he always had a way of just giving me a look like, I don't know you, but I know you, nigga. And me and Pizza Man, we would just be chilling all the time. Like, it went on for months. Like, I started falling for that nigga. I'd be at work blasting Lil Secret by Escape. I'm sitting over there singing. My homegirl's like, Robbie, you down bad. You catching feelings for a young nigga who ain't got nothing, who got a nigga, who just fucking on you. And at the time, I didn't care. This nigga was fresh out the closet. This was his first relationship, so he was just doing all kind of wild shit. And there I was, picking him up, being there for him, holding him down, picking him up from his... There's been times where I've taken him to his dude's job in a whole nother city, mind you, dropped him off so he can pick up his car, and then we'll race back on the highway back to my apartment. Just be racing like, young nigga shit, just like, who gonna get there first? Like, it was really a lot of wild, ratchet shit. And that was just my first young nigga I was fucking with. We still cool to this day. And I remember the last time we hung out, it was me, him, and a couple of my other homeboys. We were riding together. And he made a comment. He was drunk as fuck. He was like, y'all, I know this is random as fuck, but Robbie got some good ass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why you put my business out there? I couldn't do nothing but laugh because I was like, damn, you just gonna put me out there like that? But it was funny. It was cute, but it was funny. And shit, we had a good time. We've hung out plenty of times since then. Like, he moved to Atlanta, so he don't live here no more. But that's one young nigga I used to be like, yeah, that's my nigga. I fuck with him. Like, I fuck with that. Shit, once I got my little relationship with Mr. Johnson, had to cut it off. I had to chill on that. But we kept ties. We still kept cool because that my little yeah at one point. You know what I mean? Like, I was really into him. That was my boo. I was really feeling him. I did catch feelings. And that is the one thing you have to be careful with, these young niggas. These young niggas gonna tell you everything they want to tell you to get what they want. They gonna use you up and they gonna fuck you till you can't think straight. Like, they have a way of wearing you down until you have nothing left in you but to just do whatever they say and just jump to their will. And I think had he not been in a relationship, I would have been way more down bad than I was. But because he was in a relationship, it allowed me to keep some type of restraint. And it allowed me to always remind myself, hold on, Robbie, chill the fuck out. He got a nigga. He can't come chill with you right now. He got a nigga. He can't answer your call right now. He got a nigga. And I had to keep remembering that. Like, it would be a point where we was pretending to be cousins. His cousin came into town. And I had to pretend I was one of his other cousins. Crazy work. And mind you, I'm giving him a ride to Walmart. We all hanging out, chilling together. And I'm just like, this nigga fine as fuck. All I could think about is this nigga fine as fuck. Like, I was so proud to be with that young nigga because he was so fine. And we weren't even together. But every time I was around him or chilling with him, I was like, yeah, I fuck with this. My friends didn't like it because they was like, he got a man, Robbie. You know better. He was fine. What can I say? He was fine. He was fine. He was fine. He was fine. And he was young and he was wild. And I think as long as you remember, if you remember, you're just getting your groove back. Just utilize that nigga, soak up his youth energy, and just rebuild from there. And then you can go step out with niggas your age. That's what I had to do because he was a little too wild. He was a little too wild. Now, like I said, he wasn't the only young nigga I fucked with because around that time, I was trying to get my groove back. So when I wasn't fucking with him, I was fucking around with this other nigga. It was this 20-year-old. It was this 20-year-old who invited me over to his house. It was in the middle of the daytime. I was off. Must was a Saturday or something. And he wanted me to come over. He wanted me to chill. We had met on Jacked. You already know what we finna do. We finna fuck. So I come over. He tells me, you gotta come around the side though. I'm like, all right, cool. I can do that. Get in the house. He talking about my little brother sleeping in the other room. Okay. Why you tell me to come over if you ain't have you had people here? I didn't think to ask that because where I was living at the time was a college area. So the ages ranged from like honestly from 18 to maybe like almost 30. That was the range of like the ages in that area. And at the time, like I was like 26, maybe like 26 at the latest. And so I was feeling myself as a little bit old, but there's one young nigga I was already hesitant with hanging out with, but he just, I'm gonna be real with y'all, he had a big ass dick. So I was kind of like, let me see what's up. So I go over to his crib. I'm sneaking around the house because he don't want me to wake up his brother or whatever. So we're dead silent. The house pitch black because I don't even know why it's pitch black. It's the daytime, but he got all the lights off. He think he's slick. We go in his room and we start doing it. Dude, first off, the young nigga was fine as fuck. Like, I don't know what it is. This the generation after me, kind of fine. I don't know what's in their Wheaties. I don't know if they eating the same cereal I was eating. But I don't know, must be them Takis or something they be eating or something, whatever the fuck they be doing. That may have the hot Cheetos and shit. I don't know. But he was fine as fuck. When we start having sex and shit, he asks if he can record it. I tell him, yeah, with my phone. That was the trick. I was always like, yeah, you can record with my phone. I'm not like letting you record with your phone, nigga. Nah. And if you do, no, I have to have my own footage too. Trust that. So he fucked me, and it was good as fuck. I'm sitting up here on this mattress, and we sneaking in this dude's house, and the whole time I'm just like, this shit good as fuck. Now, mind you, after it's over, because he had the music blasting and all this other stuff, I gotta sneak out of the house. Now, I ain't never had to sneak out or sneak in a place at my big age. I've done that as a jit. I've never done that as a grown-ass man. So doing it as a grown-ass man kind of humbled me a little bit, because you want to talk about a walk of shame. That was a walk of shame all the way back to my car. I walked all the way back to my car like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe this is going on. I can't believe I put myself in that predicament. Somebody could have came home. What if he had a mama, a daddy, or uncle, or an older brother, older sister? Somebody could have came home and caught me in that room. What the fuck? And then it made me also wonder, like, what if he really wasn't 20? And that's another thing, because there was this other young nigga I was fucking with one time. Around the same time, y'all. Around the same time. I was really in my prime around this year. I was single and wild. Once I had got with a piece of man, I had got my confidence back, and I was just hitting these young niggas. And this other young nigga was like, come over or whatever. I got the house to myself or whatever. I go over there. Now, mind you, I don't know his age. I'm assuming, based off of his profile, he's 20, 21. Niggas like to lie. So I get there, nice little condo or whatever. We go to the room or whatever like that. We fucking having a good time. He fine as fuck, mind you. Another fine ass young jig. And he fucking me. I think we finished. I'm not even sure. He gets done. No, we didn't finish. We didn't. No. Because he stopped. He said, hold on. I'll be right back. He goes downstairs. I hear another voice. It's a female voice. So in my mind, I'm like, oh shit. Is that his mama? Is that his sister? What the fuck going on? Where do I go? I'm trying to think of an escape plan, because I'm sitting up here in this bedroom and I'm on the bed like, we had a condo and I parked further down the street because I couldn't park in front of the house because it wasn't nowhere to park. How I'm going to get out of here and make it back to my car? Mind you, again, broad daylight in the middle of the daytime. So I'm assuming this was another Saturday. I was good for a Saturday free session. I was good for that. Trust me. And so he come back to the room. He was like, my aunt downstairs, just be real quiet. She gonna leave for a little bit. She just came by to stop on her lunch break, but she finna leave. Nigga, what? So now I'm sitting up here, basically in the closet. Yes, I put myself in the fucking closet, y'all. I didn't know what else to do. I'm sitting in the closet, and I'm sitting there waiting like, okay, how long is she gonna be here? Because when he come back up here, I'm getting my keys, and I gotta go. Ain't no more sessions. We have to do this another time, bro. Well, you can come to my place. And I think the reason why he couldn't come to my place because he wasn't mobile. He told me he could host. So I got in my car and came there. But if I had known all that was going to be going on, nigga, I would have just told you to come to my house. I wouldn't have put myself in that situation, that predicament. I didn't know. I didn't know all that was going on. You didn't tell me your aunt lived there. You didn't tell me your aunt was at work and that she would come home on lunch. You didn't tell me none of that. I had to find out while I was there. So I'm in the closet and I'm waiting for him to come up there. That was the longest, 5 to 10 minutes of my life. He finally came up there. He was like, yeah, she just left or whatever like that. You want to finish? And I'm like, dude, you almost got caught by your auntie. And you want to finish? What if she come back? The fuck are you talking about? She might come back. What if she suspects something? What if she never really left? He kept checking out the window, looking. He was like, okay, she still ain't drove off. What's taking her so long? When she finally drove off, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm putting my clothes on for the slide. I slid. I was like, we have to link another time. He kept messaging me to come back. I'm going home. Because right now I'm in a situation that I ain't trying to be in, baby. I'm not trying to be trapped in the fucking closet. This is not R. Kelly. And I should not be trapped in the closet. I did not know I was going to be trapped in the closet. If I knew I was going to be trapped in the closet, I would not have been at that condo. So yeah, I left. And I'm like, I can't believe I put myself in that predicament. And it was just so funny because around this time, I guess I was really messing with a lot of young niggas. And that was because a lot of young niggas was coming at me because of the area I was living in. Like I told you, I was living over there by college. I was in school at the time. There were a lot of young niggas who was hitting me up, trying to get up me, trying to smash, trying to link, trying to do stuff. And some of them I linked with, some of them I didn't, because like I said, after the first few times, I was like, I'm not pulling up to your house unless I know you live alone. You know, I'm not coming over if you live with your parents. I'm not doing that because I'm not sneaking in no house and then I get caught and then now somebody will put a shotgun in my head or some fuck shit. I'm not trying to die with no dick or no ass. It's not that serious. It's just not. So from then on, it was just like, hey, if you want to come chill, you got to come to my crib where I can control the environment. I can control the scenery. My car is in the garage. They can't come fuck up my car. You feel me? They don't know where my apartment is because the apartment is inside. It's not like it's an interior apartment kind of thing. So it's like you got to go inside the building to get to the apartment. You don't see the apartment from outside. So the way my setup was, I was a straight smooth criminal. So I was like, yeah, young niggas, you could pull up here. But after that whole time, I left the young niggas alone. They were just too much fun for me. Too much fun, too wild. Like, I mean, of course, after that, I was hanging with some more, but it never went nowhere further than that. I had a friend that I had. He's my friend now. We became real good friends now. But in the beginning, I had a huge crush on him. I liked him. And he was a young nigga. And we met on some less smoke shit. Hung out with him and his homeboy. He had just got out of a relationship. So we all was just chilling, smoking, just venting, and just having a good time, you know? Nothing crazy. I found out he was a barb. I was a barb. We connected on that. And even though we tried talking at the time, I realized we really were just friends. And that's where he still is in my place, like in my life. He's my homeboy, my friend. That's my dog, Danny. What's up? Yeah, that's my dog. But that was another young nigga that put me on the young boy. And we was out here riding around the city, listening to young boy, turning up, fuck, nigga. This is like, what, 2019, 2018? Like, I was young and wild. And I wasn't even that young. I was like 26, 27. And I was feeling myself. Like, oh, yeah, I'm back up on my grizzly, la, 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 la. Like, I was feeling me. I really was. But them young niggas will let you realize you too old for this. I'm thinking I'm keeping up. Baby, I'm falling behind. Y'all wild. Like, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, when it comes to these YNs, have fun with them. Fuck on them. Have a good time. Let them get your confidence back. Do whatever. If you want to sow your oats or you're trying to get with somebody that's going to make you feel, you know, young again, make you feel good about yourself, youthful, still sexy, do that. Don't fall in love. Do not fall in love. They will break your heart. They will take your car and they will crash it into a ditch. I'm telling you. That's what they'll do. Now, mind you, I had a good YN. The pizza man, he was good. My headlight went out of my car. He went in Walmart and stole me one. Just like that. He was like, oh, I'm going to go get you one. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm in the parking lot just sitting there listening to my music, chilling in the car. He walked out with a headlight. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm wondering how he got it. He stole it. I'm like, okay, well, that was convenient. Convenient as fuck, right? But it was a good time. Like, it was fun. Like, shit, mind you, I had just started smoking. Showing me how to go to the plug. Showing me what to ask for. Put me up onto plugs. Like, oh, this plug good. This plug got that kind of weed. This the kind of weed you need to buy. Like, you know, just really putting me up on game. And that's the type of vibe I was into at the time. I needed it. I needed somebody that was gonna be able to be like, yeah, let's turn up. Come on, Robbie, let's have some fun. Loosen up. Because growing up, I was sheltered. You feel me? I didn't get out a lot. I didn't turn up. I wasn't in the clubs. During my young days, I was either in a relationship, I was either at school, I was working or something, or in some type of org or club or some type of program. I was always active. I was always doing something. I wasn't really out socializing in the streets. And so this was my chance to relive the youth that I missed out in my early 20s because I was with Shaquille boring ass. I missed out on a lot of stuff. And with these young niggas, they was giving me a chance to relive my youth in a productive manner. Now, yeah, we were doing some wild shit. Did I have any business fucking somebody, nigga? No. Should I have been picking him up from his man job? No, I shouldn't. But in the end, it benefited me. So can we all just be happy about that? You know, in the end, it worked out for me. It may not worked out for them because they ended up breaking up. But it wasn't because of me. I mean, he was cheating on this nigga before I got there. Like, he ain't just make that jack account when I got on jack. So, yeah, he was already doing his thing. I just happened to be like, tap me in. You feel me? Like, tap me in that bitch. Let me get some. Let me play around too. Like, no. But to go back to the group back idea mentality, like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It can be a little problematic when you're reaching a certain age. Like, okay, so I'm 33 now. So hell no, I ain't trying to fuck with no 21-year-old right now. When I was still in my 20s, I excused it because I looked at it like, okay, we ain't but what, 6-7 years apart from each other? Not too bad. When we start hitting a decade, when I could start feeling like, oh, you was born in the 2000s, we can't fuck with each other no more because in the 2000s, baby, I was in middle school. So it becomes a little weird. I start seeing you as like a little toddler because that's what you would have been at that time. And I just don't, I don't see myself playing around with it now. It's some fine younger niggas, but because I'm at the age of 23, I'm at the age of 33 now, a young nigga to me is 25. A young nigga to me is like 27, 28. That's a young nigga to me, and that's young enough. But honestly, what I've always kind of leaned more to would be somebody a little bit older than me. Closer to my age, but older. Always like a year older, 2 years older, 3 years older. I'm always messing with somebody older around that age. I only messed with somebody younger when I was just trying to get my rocks off, or when I just wanted a friend with benefit, or just somebody that was just fun and just that I could just chill with on that type of vibe. I'm not on no predatory shit sitting at nobody high school trying to get every young nigga out because they fresh and not as, how can I say this, wise, or they just don't know what the fuck they doing or what they got going on, and I'm taking advantage of that. I'm never doing that. And I do think you have to keep in mind the power dynamic, keep in mind the age difference when you are talking to or messing with somebody of that age, because they don't got the same brain capacity that you do. They don't have the experience that you do. They may not know as much as you do. So you have to keep that in mind and don't take advantage of that. And I can't be with nobody too dumb to me. Somebody got to be able to bring me something because it's only so much we're going to relate on at that age. Baby, you was a toddler when 9/11 happened. We ain't got nothing to talk about. If I can have this conversation with you about VHS tapes, how Nickelodeon tapes used to be orange, if I can't talk to you about 90s Nickelodeon or what else, I'm just naming shit, just Saturday morning cartoons, if we can't have them conversations because you don't know what that's like, I don't know what else to say. We're not on the same plane. We're not on the same playing field. You're not going to understand me. I'm not going to understand you. We don't relate. And that's the only thing I can say about the age difference thing. Like, only thing y'all can relate on is dick and ass. And if that's what it is, so be it. If they're of legal age, then cool. But don't go looking out there for it. And I'm not gonna shame nobody because I think we've all had a little YN in our life. We've all had somebody a little bit younger than us that had to put us through the mattress. Had to show them they was big dog. Like, had to show us that they were big dog. You know what I mean? We've all had that lesson before. And sometimes you need that lesson. Sometimes you gotta remember who the fuck you are, and sometimes you need a younger nigga to tell you, hey, look who you is. You fine as fuck. Just be careful. Don't let them use you. Because these motherfuckers will use the fuck out of you. They will drain your bank account. I've seen it done to so many people before. So many people got these young niggas and they give their whole check to the young niggas. Could never be me. Could never be me. I may drive you to the Walmart. I may drive you to Family Dollar. I may even suck your dick in the back parking lot. But what I'm not gonna do is give you my check. I don't even want to give you $20. I will buy you something to drink. I will buy you something to eat. Baby, I'm not giving you no money, though. I don't want you to think that I'm here giving you allowance. You ain't my child. So let's slow it down. Like, nah, like, no, we not doing that. And it's a few young niggas in my neighborhood now. They be trying to get at the boy. It's one young nigga I fucked with. I think he was like, 22? And he stayed around the corner. And we linked in the park one night. I put it on his ass. He didn't know what to do. I could tell he was inexperienced. So I'm hoping he was 22. He said he was. But let's just say I'm hoping he was 22. But he gave me some dick. I'm about to start IDing you niggas. Because a lot of you niggas look like y'all my age. Because I don't know what's up with y'all. Y'all do look grown as fuck. But y'all don't be my age. I be on Instagram and TikTok. And I be watching these fine ass niggas. I'm like, damn, they fine. And then I would go to their inbox. I would go to their bio. And I would see. And I would like, high school graduate 2025 blocked. Whoa. You are still a newborn. Whoa. Why do you look good as fuck? And it is the most mindfuck thing in the world because you have to discipline yourself to be like, wait, ill. Because once you remember the age, it changes everything. Once you notice the age, it changes everything. So I'm about to start IDing y'all. Because although y'all may be fine as fuck, although y'all may be well equipped and built like a man, if I check that name and that identification and I see that age, and if it don't say nothing that lets me know that you were born within the 90s or above, Playboy, we can't fuck around. We can't do nothing. This ride over here is 21 and up. And even then, it comes with restrictions and guidelines. It's preferably 25 and up, but there's been some times I've allowed some things, as you can see. I mean, when it's good, it's good. What I'm gonna do about it? You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do? If it's good, I can't knock it. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm gonna enjoy it. But once I find out that age, young nigga, I'm not letting you get up in me and demolish me any longer. I just can't. It just wouldn't be fair. It's just not right. But honestly, truly, I'm not going to say everybody you link with has to be 26, 27, 28. No, it varies on your age. It varies on the age you're messing with. And hell, sometimes it varies on the state. I am saying, if you do find yourself only messing with young niggas and they're all under the age of 18, you do have to do some self-reflection and some self-evaluating because there may be some predatory things going on there. Because why are you trying to... Why are you trying to hone in on an age group that's nowhere near yours? You know what I mean? I have friends that I know that... let me not throw them under the bus, but I'm pushing them under the bus. I have friends that I know that have messed with niggas that are young niggas, like high school niggas. I know some girls that don't fuck with some high school niggas. I get it. They be hungry. They be wanting a girl. They be wanting a nigga. They be wanting to have sex. So you willing to give it to them because they make you feel good. I get it. But be smart. Like I was saying earlier about the whole ICE situation. Be smart. Don't get caught up in no fucking case because you insecure. And also don't get caught up in no case because you taking advantage of young people. You can find a nice, fine 22-year-old, and if you want to just have sex with them, fine. But again, if you find yourself messing with a younger age group, and that is the only age you mess with, you do have to do some self-reflecting and seeing why you're attracting that group and why you're attracted to that group. Because it may be deeper than just hormones. I know. But it may be deeper than just hormones. It may be a psychological thing going on. Maybe you have some issues with your childhood yourself, or maybe there's been some things that happen in your life that has placed you in this age that you're stuck in, that you keep dating or messing with guys in that age group. Or maybe you're just a fucking predator and you want to, prey on the young folk. It's so many ways it can go about this, and honestly, I could go on days and days and days and talk about it. This was supposed to be a lighter topic on just young niggas in general. And when I say young niggas, I'm talking about the young niggas who be listening to Young Boy, Rod Wave, on Fortnite all night, Twitch, streaming, all that. Them type of young niggas. But appropriate age. I ain't talking about 15, 16, 17, 18. Leave them alone. Don't mess with them. If you my age, do not fuck with them. Leave them alone. But if you do want to mess with a young 20-year-old, a young tenderoni who just hit on the scene, still fine, hey, go right ahead. But don't make it no fucking pattern, because then that becomes creepy, and then that tells me more about yourself than it does about them. And we don't want to be a predator. No R. Kelly's around here. I know my name is Robert, but it's not Robert Kelly. I know it's Robbie K, but it's not Robbie Kelly. You know what I mean? Kelly is not my last name. So let's not find ourselves going down the wrong path. Okay? Now, I try not to leave you guys on a cliffhanger too much. I made sure I want to talk about everything and get it all out. I do know you guys. I want to say I do appreciate everybody that do listen to my podcast, everybody that do support me, and for all the years I've done all these different things, when I've tried music, when I've done modeling, when I've done this and that and the third. Anyone who's ever supported me along the way of any of my journeys, I thank you. I love you for it. I respect you for it. And I wouldn't be here without y'all. So, and that's the truth. Honestly, this podcast is like so therapeutic to me, because it allows me to speak my truth. It allows me to express my thoughts. It allows me to get things out that I don't normally get to get out all the time. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I'm very introverted. So this is the time when I get to just say what's on my mind, and go over whatever I've been thinking about lately, and just really get to express myself. I don't get to do that all the time. So yeah. I kudos to y'all. Thank you. Thank all y'all. And no matter where this podcast takes me, just know I am so grateful for any love and support I get. And I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep giving. I'm going to keep doing what I can. I'm going to keep coming to y'all with more information. I'm going to keep coming to y'all with more topics. I'm going to keep coming to y'all with more discussions and everything. I'm not going nowhere. Even if this never takes off, even if I'm only talking to 5 people a week, I'm going to keep giving those same 5 people the same quality, the same energy every single time. So hold me accountable, y'all. If I start slacking, I start falling off, let me the fuck know, so I can get my shit together and get my shit right. Because y'all deserve the best. And I'm trying to give y'all the best. And I can't say much more than that, you know what I mean? I haven't decided quite what the next topic gonna be. This was a topic that kind of just came on my desk when I saw some things that made me think about young niggas, and I had a few conversations with my friends, and it just came up that way. I'm not sure the next topic gonna be on the next episode, but again, as you know, this was Linkinwitrobby podcast, and I appreciate y'all again. Oh yeah, and one thing: if you're gonna fuck with a young nigga, just fuck on a young nigga. Don't try to marry that young nigga. And don't let that young nigga drive your car, and don't let him move in either. Just fuck him. Fuck him and duck him. Because that's what they going to do to your old ass. All right. Good night. And on that note, I did enjoy myself talking to you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did, come back next Wednesday. Every Wednesday after that. Tune in to what I got to say. And yeah, just keep linking with Robbie.